Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory, yes. Back on good old Satisfactory, ready for another day, ready to work on Phase 4 today. That's what we're going to be doing. That's what I have decided, because we got the the city sync. We got the city sync completed. We're going to be moving on to Phase 4. We're back on our modded playthrough, and if you'd like to know what those mods are, the mods list is down in the description section of the video, along with a link to Satisfactory Mod Manager, so you can download and install mods for yourself. Yes. Okay. But yes, like I was saying, we are going to be working on Phase 4. We're going to be working on the assembly directory systems. That is the red and black one. It has 4,000 on it, and it looks like a futuristic computer terminal or whatever the heck. The other red and black one's a rocket. But yeah, the assembly directory systems we are going to be building today. I've got my production planner all ready to go, so we don't need to do that. We don't have to do a whole lot of planning because we should have most of what we need, and that's what I'm looking at right now. Now you guys can't see the production planner, but that's okay. You guys won't be able to see it because it's an interactive thing on Satisfactory calculator, so that way we're going to be building 1.5 assembly directory systems per minute, and the reason we're doing 1.5 and not 1 is because if you only do 1, it's 1.4 assemblers for the assembly directory system. So I decided we're going to go with 2 assemblers to do that. These are basically just going to be like manufacturers. We got the adaptive control units, we've got the computers, we don't have the supercomputers yet, so we're going to have to be working on those as well, and anything else that might take supercomputers. We've got the manufacturer, or not the heavy modular frames. We've got the automated wiring. No, wait, no, we don't need automated wiring. Okay, so the only 2 things we need is 0.8 supercomputers per minute and 3 adaptive control units per minute, which is what we need, or what we have built over here. So finally our assembly directory system, or our adaptive control units are going to be used finally. But we're going to go ahead and get on into that. it is sorry, my brain just like shut off for a second, because it is a bit of a mess. So we need assembly directory systems and we need supercomputers. So supercomputers is probably our next step, as well. So that should be fun. I'm going to go ahead and add another output, because I want to build, let's see, we're also going to be building the magnetic field generators. So that one's 1-to-1, as well as we're going to be building the thermal proportion rockets. Those are here. So you guys can't see this, I'm messing around on the website just real quick. Just give me 1 second here. So thermal proportion rockets also 1-to-1. And then we're going to add the nuclear pasta. Nuclear. Whatever. Nuclear pasta. And I believe nuclear pasta takes 2 machines to make 1 per minute. But anyway, okay. So basically, what I needed to do was find out. Let's pull that over there. I need to find out if I needed any more supercomputers or not. So electromagnetic one. Alright, where's our supercomputers at? Okay, so the supercomputers is going to be 1 manufacturer, and that's it, it looks like, is all we need. We need 0.8 of a manufacturer to make that. So we're also going to need high-speed computers. That's going to be another thing. So maybe we focus on high-speed high-speed connectors today. What other? Let's see. We need cable. This is a spiderweb of mess. We need circuit boards. Hopefully we're making enough. We should be. We need more computers. Oh, we're gonna need to up our computers too. Okay. Then the high-speed connectors need circuit boards. They need wire and they need quick wire. Okay. 252 quick wire per minute. I believe we're making that. 45 cable per minute, and then 4.5 circuit boards per minute extra. Okay. Now that's easy. We have all this, I believe. The cable, I'm not too sure. But the circuit boards, I think we have enough. Because there's only two things, sorry about all that. There's a little bit of planning involved, I should say. Okay, so 115 circuit boards as well. So 115 circuit boards. We're making 157, and we need 4.5 circuit boards per minute. Okay, yeah, that's totally fine. All right. So we need to work on high-speed connectors today. Then that'll be the next step. So I'm going to split this into two blocks. This section right here, we'll have the high-speed connectors, and we'll have the supercomputers at the end. That seems like a pretty... Well, actually, the supercomputers is only one foundation. Or one manufacturer. So maybe we have... How many high-speed connectors do we need? Two manufacturers for high-speed connectors. Okay. So that's perfect, actually, for right here. If we put the high-speed connectors and then the supercomputers, that'll take up both these blocks. Because of how small this is. Yeah. I think that's what we're going to do. High-speed connectors back here, and then... supercomputers here, and then high-speed connectors there. Because we need supercomputers anyway for our power plant. Because I was looking at that before, and I was just like, we're missing some things that we're going to need in order to do nuclear power. So we probably should focus on that. We should be fine for power for the most part. So for right now, anyway. Okay, so these are all manufacturers. So we're going to have two manufacturers making high-speed connectors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this kind of into like the computer side of things. Since we've got a bit of room to kind of take up, and I don't want to do more than two manufacturers, to be honest. I kind of want to put them. So I do want to put them side by side here. Maybe we do it this way, because we're going to have, looks like, two. We'll have two spaces on either side. That is about center. The bounding box is not center, but the legs themselves are kind of centered. Let's see, H. I don't want to put it here. Yeah, this looks like a good spot. Okay, and then we'll grab the second one here. And this one's not going to be too far away from the other one. So it's going to be like that. So something like that. So this will be, like I said, high-speed connectors. We'll face them this way. Yeah, because I want the kind of the lifts to be there. Well, not lifts. They're going to be straight lines. I kind of want it to be centered on the room here. So the connector is just past the center there. And this connector is just past the center as well. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty much centered. We could give it a little more room on in the center. Uh, if we give it like a full foundation space, we'll call that good. Yeah. Okay. So then manufacturer. Oh, I'm gonna have to recenter it now. Well, I need to paint the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. So this is the center. All right. And then a manufacturer needs to be centered on. See, 1, 2, 1, or 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, we'll just paint this real quick. And then manufacturer. We're gonna have trouble with this one. Because we do have a train station underneath us, so we're going to have to probably do above ground or something of that nature. So it's going to be an interesting design. At least we're not building all the same designs, right? Yeah, I want a full foundation in between them, I think. Okay. I think this is where I want it. Yeah, that's just past center. I mean, it's a little bit more past center than this side is, but I think that's good. I think we'll call it good there. Okay, there we go. We've got our 2 manufacturers. Yep, and then we need 1 manufacturer over here. Yeah, this one's going to be the high-speed connect or the supercomputer. So we're going to face this roughly the same way. Should we? Yeah, we should. I think we should. Anyway, or we could face it this way. No, we'll go this way. And the supercomputers one is going to be interesting as well. Paste it, yeah, in the same lineup. Now it's saying it's centered there, so let's make sure of that. Nope, not quite. Not quite. Close, though. Very close. We'll get it centered there. And center it there. Okay, now it should be... Yeah. Now it's centered. Alright. And yeah, this one will be the high-speed connectors. Now these ones are going to be very interesting looking, I think. Because there's a whole lot of room I gotta fill somehow. And what I was thinking was we're also going to do inspections, complete inspection of everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the line come out, and then it's going to go towards this way. Probably at the end of the road, like right next to the wall, or maybe like right in the middle here or something. Yeah, and then so it'll go that way with the high-speed connectors, because we're also going to be doing high-speed connectors. And then we'll send a few this way and somehow get it connected up to that. It'll be interesting. We'll see. We'll see. But for now, we're going to just focus on the high-speed connectors. This is the next step in our plan. So we only need 1.2 high-speed connector, but we're going to do the full 2 manufacturers. So we're going to need 420 quick wire per minute. We're going to need 37.5 times 2, and then the 3.75 times 2 on the circuit boards as well. We're not going to do any overclocking. It's just going to be the 1, so, or just going to be the 2. Okay, so the quick wire in the circuit boards will be easy. The cable, the cable's going to be a little bit more interesting. Because what we need to do is we need to go around to every machine that takes cable, and we need to see how much cable we're using. Because I don't think we're making enough. We'll check the board here, but the board needs to be updated. The board has not been updated in a while. Oh yeah, and I completely forgot. I was going to do this at my own time, and I completely forgot to do it. To connect those to the central storage, plastic, rubber, and all that. And I haven't even worked on it yet. No big deal though. I'm not too fussed about it right now. This I'm fussed about, but I can't. Because I'm not gonna do anything about it right now. It's too insane. Okay. Also, there's holes everywhere that I need to fill as well. Let's go ahead and fill that. Okay, so this one says it does 600 cable per minute, but let's check that number. So 30 times 5. 30 times 5, so 150. 150 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 150 times 4. 150 times 4. Oop. This should be 600, yeah. 150. Dang it, keep forgetting the 0. There we go, 600. So yeah, it is doing 600. Okay. So we are currently doing 600. We're using 1200 wire to do that because it's 2 wire to 1 cable. So yeah, 600. Okay. Okay, so we're pulling off of 2 different spots so far. Yeah, and that's it. Okay, we're going to 2 different factories here because of the inputs. It looks like. I'm gonna guess the automated wiring and something else. Something else takes cable, or a few things might take cable. It might be computers, you know. But I definitely know the automated wiring. Whee! It's so laggy. That's not your device. That's mine. Okay, so this is the automated wiring. So 50 cable times 10, so that's 500. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 51, 52, 53, 54, 50. Yeah, 500 cable. Is this marked? Did I ever mark this? I never did mark this. So, you know, let's do that real quick. Just real quick here. And that's... So the factory ends here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's these 2 here that are centered. Okay, so we'll put them above that. So yeah, we haven't done this type of thing in a while, so properly in a while. So we just need to get it done. Okay. At least we no longer have to jump to access these. So that's colors. White. So automated wiring. Automated wiring. Control C, Control V. We make 2.5 per minute times 10. So that'd be, yeah, 2.5, so that'd be 25, right? Yeah, that's 25 per minute. That's it. That is insane. Yeah. 25 per minute. AU 25? I don't even know what that is. 25 per minute. Okay. Control C, Control V on both of those. Okay, so stators 2.5. So this is 1-to-1. It looks like 2.5 per minute. So 25 on that and 500 cable. And so 25 on that and then 500 cable. And then Stators. There you are. You're right there. Let's see if you're looking. Alright, so 25, so 500 cable. Okay, yeah, I think we're using over the cable that can be consumed. So we're going to have to up cable. Either by adding floors or by overclocking. Whichever's more advantageous. So we have 100 cable left. And I think that's going towards computers, but I'm not sure. Might be going to a few other places too. The cable probably needs to be increased quite a lot. I'm going to have to work on that in my own time as well. Because to up the cable, I need to up the wire, and to up the wire, I need to look at copper ingots, and to look at copper ingots, I need to look at the copper ore. And it's a mess. So I got to go down the chain again. You do this multiple times during the game. Alright, so that doesn't use any cable. That uses 56 cable, so we take our 600 minus 500. That equals, I don't know why I even did that, 100 minus 56, so 44. So we have 44 left before we have to up it. I think, like I said, I think computers takes cable, doesn't it? Let's see here. We'll see how much more we're going to have to make here. Yeah, okay, minus, so 44 minus 90, so negative 46. 46 equals negative 46. Does this take cable? This does not take cable. That takes the automated wiring. That does not take cable either. I wanted to look at the this thing. Yeah, there was 56, and then there was some up here. It's negative 46. So we're down what? A machine? One machine is what we need more of. Of course, that doesn't take cable. I don't even know why I looked. I think that's it. I think that's all that takes cable. Because computers take cable, but let's see, no cable, no cable, no cable, or no cable, no cable, cable, no cable. Okay, just checking. Obviously, it's automated wiring is the only thing that takes cable over here, I believe. We'll check. Yeah, and this is all that's all constructor stuff. This is all manufacturer stuff, pretty much. So, no cable, no cable, no cable. I never did hook this up, either. Let's do that. While I'm thinking about this. Ah! To the polymer resin. I was not paying attention either. So that takes stators take wire. That takes that. It's stators and rotors that makes motors. So no cable there. Circuit boards don't take cable. Automated wiring is the only thing that takes cable. Smart plating takes the reinforced plates and the rotors. Rotors take rods and screws, right? Or is it rods and reinforced? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to bother with that. And that takes other stuff. Okay, so yeah, we are only consuming. Okay, so I think we're down a machine, I believe. Just one though. So one extra floor is required. I am going to make an extra floor because we're probably going to need more cable in the future. I know we're down 2 machines, technically. Alright, so one more floor then is needed. Alright. So that's what I'm going to put here. I'm going to put 1 floor needed. This is for when I'm off camera. And I go, well, how many floors do I need? And then I don't know, or I don't have to do the calculations again. Yeah, 1 floor needed. 1 floor extra needed, whatever. Oh, I didn't even calculate the other stuff. We're down 46 and we haven't even... Yeah, because it's 500 minus the 56 minus the 90. That's negative 46. And we haven't even calculated what we're going to use here yet, so might be more than 1 floor. Let's make sure of that. This is what I have to go through whenever I'm playing by myself, trying to figure out what I'm going to need. And I have to up the factories. It's like, okay. This is supercomputer. Supercomputers do not take cable. This is good. We're going to have to up computers as well, because we're not making enough. So 37.5 times 2. Okay, so we're going to go minus 37.5, which is negative 83. So 83.5, and then we take that minus another 37.5. So 121, they do 30, so 30, 60, 90, 120, 30, 60, 90, then 90, 100. So yeah, 120, and then 30, 40, 50. So yeah, 1 more floor will do it. All right, good. Okay, I didn't want to have to do more than 1. Okay, so that's the cable, and then we need, so 1 belt will do quick wire, cable, and the circuit boards. We just need 1 belt for each, which is good. Okay, so that works there. So yeah, we're gonna have to have I'm gonna have the materials go to this center section, and we just won't have a walkway here. Maybe. I think so. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll put it below this, if there is a spot for it. It's down here. Oh, this is one of the old tunnels. Okay. We'll have it come up the middle here, I think. Anyway. I'm not really sure. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, we'll have it drop down and join. Start pulling from, well, I guess we may have to add another tunnel, I think. We'll have to add another tunnel underneath here. Don't lose power. Stop paying attention to my thing here. We might be able to pull off of this computer line right here. Like, split off of it. This goes this way, right? Yeah. That goes down here. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to split off this computer line. We'll do a smart splitter. Where's these computers going, by the way? Oh, they're going over here to the... Okay, they're just going next door. Yeah, how many computers do you need permitted on this deal? You need 1.25, so 3.75. Yeah. Oh wait, this is the one that takes computers, right? Yeah. Computers 3.75. So yeah, perfect. Oh, we're gonna have to make AI limiters too. We're not making those yet. Okay, and is AI limiters an assembler? So AI, I think they are. Yeah, it's an assembler. Okay. So we're gonna need to plan for those too. We got quite a few factories to start going through and getting them made. So we might have to start there in AI limiters because we're kind of out of room, or we're not making some of this stuff. Are we making everything for this? Yes. Okay, circuit boards. Circuit boards will be a little bit harder to get over here, but we can do it. I think I might know how as well. I might just pull off one of the circuit board lines, because it's very little. And bring it over here. Let's see, what else can we bring up that way? Okay, so we'll bring the cable and the quick wire the same direction. We'll try to combine those two tunnels. But the circuit boards are going to have to come from across the city. We could combine those, or we could split off the computers, because the computers I don't think are going to be using a full circuit board line, because we only got one circuit board line entirely. It's the computers and the assembly directory systems, right? Use circuit boards. Yeah, we'll just split off of this one. So we'll find a spot underneath this building. We'll split off and we'll go along this sidewalk here. I think that's where one of the computer lines is anyway. No? Oh yeah, computers are here. Oh, and we've got this system to worry about too. there's a lot of random crap going on. Yeah, so what we'll do is split off of this line here, and we'll go this way with it. I think. Can we even go this way with it? No. This is a 1 meter. That's the road. And then we go this way with it. So what we do is we bring it along here, then we drop down and end up over here with this circuit board line, or this computer line. And we're going to split off this computer line as well. You know what? I might split the computer line over here and just keep going. Oops. Yeah, just follow this. Computers and circuit boards right here. I'm going to have to bring them in. How am I going to bring them in? Because I can't bring them underground once we hit this point. It's like, yeah, if we go here, they can no longer, once they get past this, we go remove that. Yeah, we no longer need this ramp here. I'm going to remove it. Okay, what I might do is I might build an underground section right here. Because the train doesn't need to be there. Yeah. Or the train isn't there, so we will do. Oh, we're gonna need to put a foundation down. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so it's going to be a wee bit tight right here. That's not any different from what's already there. Okay. And yeah, I'll just drag this all the way down here. It should work. All the way down to the middle. And yeah, like I said, we'll go up the middle right here. That'll be good. Alright, and I just had a thought too. I was like, you know, well, what if I put the assembly directory systems and the AI limiters right next to each other? Because they're both going to be using very little of those systems. So we're not going to need. And let me check here. Okay, how many? So we need one machine for AI limiters in order to complete this entire system. We need one machine because the three AI limiters per minute for the manufacturer, and 1 unit per minute for the electromagnetic control rods. But we're also going to need we're also going to need electromagnetic control rods for the nuclear power setup as well. Yeah, and I don't know how many. I don't know how much of that stuff I'm going to be using. To be completely honest, I'm kind of lost on that. We might have to. I'm just trying to think, because how much do those? See, I might have to add another tab here for Satisfactory calculator. Let's go power planner. Generators, nuclear power plant, which is 2,500. So if I take that 2,500 and we take that times, so 2,500 times 10, so 25,000. So 25, 1, 2, 3, so 25,000. Fuel input, obviously it's going to be uranium fuel rods. Probably not going to do any overclocking. I mean, we might, but I'm just going to calculate that for right now. So that's going to take 10 nuclear power plants, which is going to take 50 supercomputers. Yeah, 50 build cost. Oh no, that's the build cost. Uranium fuel rods, that's what I need. So 2 times uranium fuel rods. So it needs 2 uranium fuel rods. What's a single one cost then? Let's calculate the single. 0.2. Okay, so each fuel power plant, or each fuel takes 0.2 per minute probably. And then when I add a 0, so 10 uranium fuel rods, or 2 uranium fuel rods per minute. Okay, so then I can go back over here, add an item. So you guys can't see any of this, by the way. You just have to imagine. Just imagine. Just imagine what I'm doing. Uranium fuel rods. We need 2 per minute to run that system. Probably more, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. So uranium fuel rods, which takes cased uranium cells. It also takes electromagnetic control rods, 10 per minute. Let's scroll down to there. Okay, so electromagnetic control rods, 3 assemblers for everything we have currently. Okay, so I'm going to go 5 assemblers, and then we'll work on from there. Okay, sorry about that. But, yeah, I mean, you guys get to see some of the calculations. So we're going to do 5 assemblers for AI limiters. So let's go over to the board here. Yeah, it's a lot of calculation. But we want to do nuclear power, so because I'm not doing any more fuel. That's insane. The fuel is already crazy. That's what I have right now. Okay, so we're gonna do. Whoops. So AI limiters. Okay, I think we should just start with this. We'll start with AI limiters. So AI limiters, 5 per minute per machine. It looks like. We want to do 5 machines. So put down an assembler. Let me just put down an assembler. And we'll choose AI limiters off of that. AI limiters, yeah, they make 5 per minute. So 5 times 5, that's 25. So I want to make. Let's change this. Select image. I want to make 25 per minute. So we take everything on here times 5. So copper sheets, so 25. 25 times 5. 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 Search that. So copper sheets. It's 125. Okay. And then quick wire 100, so 500 per minute is what we need for quick wire. We can do. I believe we're more than doing that, aren't we? Find quick wire. So one belt for each of those. That's perfect as well. So yeah, should be good. Let's see what else. Okay, so that's that system all by itself. Okay. So 500 wire per minute. I'm pretty sure we're doing that quick wire per minute. The copper sheets are going to be a little more difficult. Looks like I need to up a factory here. Because I know we're definitely not making that. It's not happening. Oop, wrong side. Let's go over here. We're making 1,200 wire per minute. We're good. And that's without it. We're not even using it yet, so this is where this comes into play. Okay, so that's what I guess that's what we're going to work on today is AI limiters. Well, not maybe. Well, yeah, maybe we should build it. AI limiters. We'll get that going because we're going to need them anyway. We'll need them no matter what. What's our copper sheets currently? We're only using one thing with copper sheets right now. So, all right, we're making 400 copper sheets per minute. I think we're using. We need to go over to circuit boards. Okay, this will just be a calculation episode, I suppose. We got a lot of work ahead of us if we want to do any of this stuff. So. We're using 315, so the copper sheets we needed 125. We're not making that. So 315. Oh wait, sorry, 400 minus 315. That's 85. So then 85 minus 125. Whoop, that's times. Whoops. 125. So we're 40 copper sheets per minute short. So we'll add another floor, which I believe will do. Each floor adds 100 copper sheets per minute, if I remember. If I remember right, so it's 10. Yeah, 10 per machine times 10 is 100. Okay, so one more floor here. Go over here, I've already typed it out. So Control C. I've already typed it out, so might as well make it happen. And I'll do this stuff at my own time. Hopefully in my own time, adding the extra. Oops. Sorry, guess we're just not getting anything done today. All right, one floor needed there, and then we'll go from there as well. Okay. So quick wire is good. We just need to run a line of quick wire up to assembler town, the assembler district, which is just over here. Most of this stuff is all above ground over here, so we should be good. But we also do have plenty of room over here for a couple of factories, so no big deal. So we got 2 spots here for the factories. We also got a slot up there. I think I want to use. Let me think about this for a minute. we have no power here. There's nothing over here. It's crazy. I want to use this spot for something as well. I'm thinking, ooh, you know what? I'm thinking the water tower up here. It'll be nice and tall, and it'll be up above. And maybe we can add one of them towers. We can add one of them radio towers over here. Okay, that'll be good. All right, so for this one, we only need enough room for 5 assemblers. Let's get some power over here so I can get an above view. I'm so used to that with this this game now. Just like I have to have it. Otherwise it's not gonna work for me. Put that back. I don't know why there's a hole there. There just was. Okay. So production assemblers. So what I'm thinking is making a short building. Kind of. Because putting 5 assemblers like this across this way, it's going to be insanely stupid. But if I put it this way, we can make that work pretty easily. So if we get some power over here. Power, power, power! All the power. Let's do that. Yeah. Okay. So, assembler. We got nothing underneath here, right? Like, there's nothing. Yeah, and we got over a 4-meter foundation worth of space. We don't. I was thinking about putting it on like a little kind of false floor, I suppose. You know, raising it, or maybe not that, but raising it above the ground. Doesn't look like it's going to be needed. Okay. So we're going to put this over here. We're going to have 5. Ooh, that just fits. That's not going to fit that way. Okay, so new plan. What if we did 6 instead? We did 6 AI limiters instead of 5. That's going to be even more on top of our thing. So we're going to need 600. That's going to be one freaking belt. Let's see here. It's like, what if we could do 4 as well, and then just overclock a bit. Actually, we don't even need 4. We only need 3. That's something to think about. Yeah, let's do 4 instead, and then we can just overclock them if we need. We're still going to need all the stuff that we've already said we're going to need, pretty much. So there's that. And, okay, so we put one here. Or is it going to be like this? Because we're going to need at least one space. Oop. We're going to need at least one space of foundation. Pretty far away between the two. So we'll do 2 foundations with a foundation space in the center. Or we could do half. We'll do half and half. Yeah. Oop. Oop. Actually need a second one there. So we do half and half. So 1.5 foundations on either side. Then there's 3.5 foundations in between. I'm tempted to go 6, to be honest. I'm tempted to go 6. So if we're gonna do that, we need 3. It's just that the way it is, it's just like, you know what? What if we did 3? Okay. So then we'll realign with this. Oop. Mouse moved right before I hit H. So 3. Ah! Freaking... I don't have my power. Okay, yeah, that'll work. And it works out for everything, so... yeah, like I said, what we'll do is we'll have 6 here. And have it meet in the center. Okay. That looks good. And then we'll take this wall here. Roll into there. So 2, 3 is what I usually like to do. And then wall, so 1 meter wall. So that does also mean you gotta get rid of this. These little ramps. Actually, we're gonna do. I'm thinking about doing what I did over there. With different kind of roof. I don't really know. Oh, this isn't even correct. Whoops. Just 1 meter off. Alright, let's remove all this. We'll put it back. It's ever so slightly off, and it's going to bother me. Plus, it's not doing anything else special. 3. Yeah, we might just do the flat roof. I don't know yet. That's not really a concern anyway right now. If we did an extra ceiling or an extra floor, we might have to because of the way this is over here. What we'll do is we'll do an extra on top. And that makes everything match anyway, so. It'll look like it's built right on in. This. That. Ah. Okay, perfect. Perfect as in. It'll work. It's like it will work. Still thinking about that roof idea. What kind of roof do I want? Not really sure. But we need to focus on just getting these hooked up anyway. Okay, so we need to bring a belt of quick wire and a belt of copper sheet over here. Thinking about doing above ground, because a lot of this stuff over here is above ground. Well, not all of it, but I want a set of belts going over that roof right there. I think that would be pretty cool. Pretty cool to do. So, what we're also going to want... I'm trying to think, is there anything special I want to do? I kind of want to do what we did with the circuit boards, to be honest. You know, have like have a 4-meter foundation here. This between, and of course on the edges as well. Of course, I don't know if that one's going to be, but this one can all be foundations. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but. Architecture. Actually, it was like this, wasn't it? Or was it lower than? It might have been even lower than that. It was only like 2 meters. I mean, honestly, I really shouldn't be focusing on this right now, but kind of half tempted to just do this. I think it was like this, and then it was up. Yeah. It's like this. And then we go up to 4 meters. Obviously, this is not going to be here. I just needed a place to start. Okay, so this is going to be a central flooring area. Stuff is going to meet. And it's going to go back down. I just wanted to get an idea of what we were going to be doing. I think on either side. We're going to go up as well. Just like that. Okay, and then these are going to go this. Oops. There we go. And then the lifts are going to come up and whatnot. And they're going to combine in the center, I think, here. I don't really know how we're going to do that. I don't know, should be interesting though. I might push the lift back quite a bit so that we have some room. But yeah, we're going to combine all these and then we're going to drag the belt down the center and just combine. Stuff like that. Oops, there goes my radio. I need that back. I don't want to change the tape. I want it back. Okay, so that's just an extra... What is it? 25? Yeah, it's just an extra 25. So rather than 125, it's 150. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, like I said, I'll work some more on this. When I can, off camera. But yeah, we're going to be focusing on AI limiters, and then we're going to get those AI limiters. We're going to hook up everything else for the high-speed connectors, and then the high-speed connectors into the supercomputers, and then the supercomputers into the assembly directory systems, because we've got the other thing we need, which is the the adaptive control units. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the assembly directory systems over here next to this factory. Just, right up next to it. And the reason I'm going to do that is because there's not a whole lot of room over here left. And we only need, like right here, I could put a sidewalk in between these and then put this here and then put another wall here next to this, because we only need 2 machines, 2 assemblers for that. And that's all I'm going to do. And then we'll bring it up over there along with the AA limiters. And then we got one more space for another factory here, which will probably be something else. Just fun. That spot is reserved right there, so we're not going to be using that at all. That spot is reserved for a project that I'm working on. But I need another factory to be completed before that project can start. So, I mean, it can start, but it'll be useless until that other factory is completed. But anyway, I think that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. Like I said, apologies we didn't get anything done. I thought I had everything planned out, but you know how my plans go. I plan something out and then it just goes completely off the rails as soon as the plan even starts to get underway. Looks like we got a lot of work ahead of us. Like I said, if I get time, I am going to work on the cable and the copper sheets. We'll get these factories extended an extra floor and work on that. And then that'll be done for us to continue working on next time, if I get time to do it. So like I said, I may or may not get time, but yeah, I would like to do that, and that's what's going to be focused on next. We'll get those AI limiters and then whatnot. Oh, we still got electromagnetic control rods to build, and it's going to be a mess for a while, but that's how all of our plans go. But like I said, that is going to be it. So anywho, like I said, I know we didn't get anything done really, but I still do hope you enjoyed, as always. Yeah. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.